like if I can change from an incredibly anxious, very easily angry and sad and just internally miserable person to a genuinely happy, well-connected, just a person who feels loved and who can express love through my work as well.
Mhm.
Some of the people that I work with are my best friends, and we do genuinely enjoy each other's company so much. So if I can change from one extreme to another, then I can also see how important it is to have a skill set in internal communication, external communication, mental health, emotional health, have that physical stamina that you take care of yourself. You don't burn yourself out. You don't go into the caffeine withdrawal, horrible cycles, and not sleeping and overworking and all that, this overstressing, all that business. But that's one thing. So those are the social skills. Those are the soft skills. And then I think there is this, I don't think I can't remember working with an AD who had like a really bad sense of time. Because I think, but I have worked with a lot of creatives or a lot of people who is just like, they just have no understanding of how long things take. It's like there are only so many hours in the day. If you have ever been on set before, you do have the understanding. Like there are margins. It's like some people do work faster, some setups are easier, something that are more complicated. But there's a general sense that if you want to do a good job, if you want to appreciate people's craft, it does take time to make things look good.
Yes.
So like having a different relationship with time is a very interesting thing that I think just genuinely develops in ADs' bodies. Like I just have this sense, even when I walk on set, and if we do make up a lot of things on the day. And it's just like, sure, we've come with a shot list and we're throwing the whole thing out the window because all of a sudden we realize that, well, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. Okay, now we've got this amount of time. How can we make the best things happen? So there is a lot of thinking on your feet when you're just like, well, I have to make a whole new schedule for the next 3 hours right now because everything that we planned is just non-existent. It's just not going to happen. So there's a lot of that. But like there's also this sense that I just walk on set and I look at the state of things. I look at people's communication skills or people's pace, like personal pace, which is very different for everyone. And I can pretty accurately time how long things are going to take. Like lighting changes or turnarounds or things like set dressing or, I don't know, makeup or something like that. It's like, and as soon as someone says it's going to be quick, a part of me loses respect for them. Because,
Sorry, go on. Yeah.
Because I much more appreciate the people who are like, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to work as fast as I can, but I would like to get this much time to do a good job.
Yeah.
It's like some jobs, it's like SFX makeup, 3 hours minimum. Just like there's no way of doing that better, faster, because things dry and you layer and you paint, and it's just, you just have to understand that certain things take time.
Yes. Will you ask them, like in our course, we be told that first AD should ask every department how long you need. Will you ask them every shot or just observe them and guess how long they will need? Will you ask them?
Yeah. I mean, after a while, like honestly, unless it's like a technical choreographed set, all I do for the whole day is speak. That's all I do. I do help. I do, especially on smaller shoots. Especially if, we're like, there are shoots when we just don't have an art department person. And then I become the de facto art department person because I'm the closest to camera. So I'm going to be the one stepping in set dressing. That happens. That does happen. or, you know, any department, makeup, costume, all of that happened. I've been all of that. Although I'm not of that, you know, I'm not trained in any of that, but I have been. And so it's partly being able to like just really accurately tell after a while that I know exactly how long it's going to take. But a part of me, it's also a tactic that, hey, so how long do you need, instead of you've got 5 minutes.
Yes.
Nobody likes to be pressured like that.
Yes.
So I keep the communication going that, all right, give me an honest estimate. How long do you need? 25. All right, then I will check back in like 10. That are we still on track?
This is much different in China. Every time I ask them how long you need, they will be very panic and they will ask me, we are ready. And when we want to start to film, I see the governor, he trying to adjust a little, but didn't want anybody know. They always do this.
Yeah, that's something that my Chinese friend, well, she's not Chinese, but she works in China. She lives in China by now. Oh. And she did say that there was a shoot where like there is a culture there apparently that they don't want to admit to it if something's going wrong.
Yes.
And so she once waited for like 2 hours during a unit move for a van to arrive from one place to another, because she just kept getting the information that everything is fine, everything is going according to plan, we're coming. And then an hour and a half later, she understood that the van hasn't even left because they had a problem and they were solving it without telling her.
Yes.
I don't need to be lied to. You don't need to make me feel happy. You know, it's not that game. And some people do it in this country as well. So it's not, but it is apparently like this, that's where culture comes in, that British people are they are taught to be polite. They are taught to be overly polite. Yeah. And they feel very uncomfortable when something needs to be said in a direct, matter-of-fact way. Not rude, just straightforward.
Yes.
When they have to say something straightforward, they do usually take it well when somebody is straightforward with them. They do appreciate it, but they go around topics and issues. It's like, well, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's going to go this way, but it can go that way as well. And it's just like, no, this is how it will go because you've done it before. You know this how it's going.
Yeah.
Much more effective.
Yeah.